Really excited about the films this year are a step function better. We're really pleased with the films that are in the festival. We were fortunate to have almost 3 times the amount of films submit to the festival this year, which is really exciting. And for example, we have one of William H. Macy's films coming here, and he's going to come and be part of this called Crystal. And so we're really pleased to have that. And we have Jane Seymour's in a film, and she'll be here to promote that. Judy Greer's in a film, she'll be here to promote that. So the quality of the films are great. Panel discussions are amazing, and I encourage everybody to go and get into a panel discussion. We're in bigger venues this year, so there'll be seats available. And it's really a great way for you to learn a little bit about our mission. Every day we have a theme. So on Wednesday we start with inclusion, and then we move into women empowerment, then we talk about diversity, and then we get into purpose-driven. So all of our films and our panels line up underneath those themes. So if you're really interested in women empowerment, then spend the day with us on Thursday. So that you kind of lined everything up that way to kind of organize your week if you want per se, which is really good. The other big advancement this year is around the square. Our sponsors have really kind of gotten all in. Chobani's building a cafe, so you can come down and have some really great stuff with Chobani yogurt. Samsung's building a big virtual reality experience, so that's free for people to come and enjoy. You can put the goggles on and see things like Mummy and other big films coming out in virtual reality. So teasers on those films, which will be really fun. The studios are bringing in characters from their big movies that'll be walking around the square. Sony and Conagra are building a big ballpark to celebrate the 25th anniversary of League of Their Own. And it's going to be like a movie set, and we're going to have bleachers there. We're going to have a big jumbotron and play movies all week long free. So you families can come in and sit down and just hang out and watch a movie. It doesn't cost you anything. So we're doing a lot of things that really are revolve around families and allowing people to actually be part of the festival. I think people are wondering, how do I get be part of it? Is it exclusive? And the answer is no. You actually can go and get a ticket or just come and enjoy it. We really also are ramping up our music venue significantly. So Meteor is in partnership with Coca-Cola. We've really enhanced every single night of performers. So for example, our first night we're going to have Jewel play there, which is pretty cool. And then we have Brandy Clark, and we have Cassidy Pope, and we have Parmalee, really big bands that will be playing in this really intimate venue. That is on Sunday at Arvis Ballpark. We'll have our last, next year we'll have a new event, but it's the 25th anniversary of League of Their Own, so it's a big year for us to celebrate that. And we have celebrities playing, our sponsors. But before the game, we're actually going to try to break the Guinness Book of World Records and have the largest gathering of superheroes. Ruby's Costumes is donating the costumes, and we're bringing a lot of the students from around town to come in and break that record, which would be really cool. And we're going to celebrate veterans, because veterans are really our true superheroes. So that's going to be a really fun day and event, and we encourage everybody to come out to that. We want that ballpark to be full. So Will Ferrell broke the record at 1580, and we let him know that we're going to break his record. So it should be fun. Ruby's is donating 2,000 costumes, so if you show up at the ballpark, you'll get a free costume and a free ticket if you want to be part of it. So we have enough costumes, we just need the people to fill them. The other thing we really want, obviously encourage people to come, but also one of the big kind of my side goals is to really drive our social media, because we're actually not too far away from Tribeca and Cannes in terms of social media. Yeah. So we get people to like us on Facebook and Instagram. It'd be awesome to come out of the year and be able to say we have as many followers as those big festivals. So yeah, so when we first started, the idea of the festival was based off of a corporate responsibility initiative that Walmart has in support of women and minority-owned businesses. Mm-hmm. So our first year we were really focused on, hey, let's do a film festival and champion women and minority filmmakers. As we started to dig into it, we realized that diversity and inclusion is a much bigger conversation. And when you start to bring in disability, and you start to bring in LGBTQ, and you start to bring in just voices that aren't heard, and you start to look at all forms of media that inspires, not just film, whether that's TV. The stat that I was blown away by when I learned this last year was that 95% of the characters in kids' books are white. So if you're a multicultural family and you're reading your children a classic kids book, you're not seeing yourself reflected in that book. So this year you'll see us expanding our conversation on all forms of media. So you'll see more music, as I mentioned, discussions about books, short film, digital content. The other thing that we wanted to do was really talk about let people know that we are all forms of diversity. So the themes are important to be able to amplify that. People immediately assume that we're just focused on women, which we are, but it's all forms of diversity. So having these separate days allowed us to really put an exclamation point on the different points of diversity. So inclusion for us is disability and LGBTQ. Then we have women empowerment. Diversity is really focused on ethnicity. And then purpose-driven or Saturday is really about corporate responsibility. So it's sustainability, it's social responsibility, and what we're doing or our partners are doing in the area of that. And we have some really fun stuff planned on that. So that's why we decided to separate it, just to give people a little better indication of what our mission is all about. Yeah, if you only have a day or two, I would encourage you to come Friday, because it's first Friday. We have League of Their Own playing on the Jumbotron, so that'll be really fun. Or Saturday, because there's just going to be a lot of stuff going on. Now, if you don't like crowds, probably come Wednesday. But if you want to be around a lot of people, then Friday and Saturday will be good days to come. We're really proud of the local community when it comes to content creation. And one of our big aspirations is to try to drive more production here in the state. We think it's a great place for filmmakers to come and produce content. So we're really trying to encourage that, and we have a few initiatives that hopefully we'll announce soon that will help really partner with the state that's already doing a great thing in terms of having a tax incentive for productions that's highly competitive. So we like encouraging people to come here and try to get their content made, and also we want to celebrate content that was made here. So. Yeah, so we do it's interesting, right? Because we have our films that apply online to be in the competition.
Right.
Because we have a great prize for the winners, right?
Sure.
So, which is fantastic. But then we also have the studios who have films that they already have a distribution plan for, so they're not really interested in getting our distribution prize,
right,
but are mission aligned, and they want to show those off. So this year we had so many more films coming from Sony and Universal and Disney and others, saying, hey, this is a film we have that is really mission aligned, can we show it off? So that's our Spotlight series.
Sure.
So we've added those films,
Right.
and there are a few incredible films. Like, I encourage people to go see Step, it's a great film, or go see Mully. Some of these films are just, very emotional, very, very uplifting. And so we're fortunate this year in not having to go to the studios and say, hey, do you have anything for us? This year they were like, hey, we have these films.
Sure.
So it's been great. And we have Guardian of the Galaxy,
Right.
Playing on Thursday before it opens nationally. So we get to see it early here at the Bentonville Film Festival. And that's because the studios really see the value in what we're doing and are coming in and supporting it. So, and I think that will increase as we move forward. And really what will help all of that, candidly, is having full theaters, full panels, and people walking along the square. Because when these people are coming in, filmmakers and the studios are coming to town, they want to see that people are really accepting it. So that's, kind of feeds on itself.